Hello, y'all.
Hey,
Welcome to Pop Nerdom,
the show with the force.
the show with the force. So we've been waiting
Yeah,
and waiting
yeah,
and waiting and
yeah.
waiting
Yeah,
for an episode 9 trailer.
that they're mixing up with sports. Isn't that weird?
It's so weird,
Right?
and I don't understand what the point of it all is. Like, why isn't this shit like on YouTube?
Yeah,
and
like,
call it
why-
a day.
Why are you
And,
mixing it in between sports?
and then we can all move on with our fucking day and record our podcast. Anyways, Pop Nerdom,
Yep.
where Hansi and I sit down to talk about all the nerd shit. This is your boy Six,
Your boy Hanz.
and we're starting today a little bit loosey-woosey.
We don't have a lot of Star Wars stuff.
We have a ton of Star Wars shit. The idea that tickets went on sale today is Monday.
Oh, for real?
Uh-huh.
Oh, shit.
You didn't buy your ticket?
Nah. I didn't even know they were on sale.
Well, I hope you can get it
Nope.
because they went on sale.
Yep.
And they wanted to do what they did the last time with the main movie, which is show it with football because they think a lot of people watch football. So it'd be better than just putting a commercial out. They figure there's a lot of eyes on football. Let's go here. Is it smart? Probably.
Probably, yeah,
Are
of
they
course.
smarter than us?
Of course.
Definitely. So I don't see why.
Did it make me want to watch it more because it's in between football? No.
No. So I'm over here like most people, I suppose, just waiting for it to pop up on YouTube so we can move on with our fucking day. Anyways, moving away from that
Moving away
because
to a galaxy far, far away.
actually far away. There's being a bunch of shit again popping up about directors talking shit about Marvel movies. Natalie Portman over here talking about what you said, there's room for everything, so I don't understand why they hate. Meanwhile, Francis Ford Coppola coming out being like, they shit, and I hate them all. Let's do this, right?
Yes, very much.
So, what the fuck? What's going on?
They mad they making all the money, man.
Is that what it is? And
It has to be.
I mean, because nothing else makes sense. It's not a lack. Nothing else makes sense.
Nothing that they don't have a control of the market. They don't, you know what I mean? Like is I don't know.
I'm disappointed that people that I like so much doing movies that Marvel cannot do, because these movies are different in taste entirely, are still talking shit about Marvel, and it feels petty. And I'm angry that I say that, because these directors are the parents. Anybody that's directing a Marvel movie has been influenced by these guys. So there's no reason why, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They can coexist together and feel flattered, because I mean, I understand they don't work in the same level. I understand these are movies that don't work in the same approach. But even given that, what the fuck?
I feel like anybody who's not in it hates it.
Is that what it probably? That's what it probably is. It's
like a cult.
Yeah.
Like you're talking shit about them until the Illuminati's like, yo, you want to join? You're like, me? No. Y'all want me? Y'all want me?
Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it. It makes me feel like,
it made me feel like people like, y'all afraid of competition? Y'all, you know what I mean?
but I don't, and I keep thinking that's not what it is. I keep thinking what it is, most likely what it is. Sorry, a lot of people are watching this. That means my flavor of making movies is no longer gonna work, because this is the new standard.
That's a lie.
That's a lie. How many people talking about The Irishman, dude? How many people talking about The Irishman right now? Talking about, I want to see that in the movie theater. That has an older flavor, like all of the things that they're afraid that are not happening.
It's happening right now.
Exactly why people
In an
want to see
epic
their
movie.
movies, right?
In an epic movie right now.
Right. So get the fuck over it. Let's all. Can we all just get along and make some fucking movies that we all enjoy? I'm gonna pay for all of them. Star Wars, any Marvel movie, and any movie you motherfuckers make.
And isn't the it's the Irishman, right? That's gonna be on Netflix also.
Yeah.
Look at that. We remember we were talking about that. The only people that are actually changing the theater game in the movie industry is actually the streaming services that are placing things in the theater for a little bit and then pulling it back. That's a game changer because when those things get awarded things and stuff like that, it's like it's changing.
And you know what movie's going to change that? The Irishman.
Oh, bro. Because that's going to win.
The only reason why The Irishman is going to the movie theater is so that he can go for he can go for an award. Otherwise, he would never have gone. And the only reason that he went there because he talked about why he went to Netflix. And it was, well, they gave me the freedom. I can do the movie that I want to do. I don't have studio heads talking shit over my head. They just gave me money and I made the movie I wanted to make. Great, motherfucker. Stop whining about it then. Because that's the movie you wanted to make and it's going on Netflix. So then what's your problem?
It's literally like, oh, he found the money, he found the home, he found the creative freedom, and it's still not enough.
And believe me, every detail of every Marvel movie is under scrutiny. Every fucking second, every frame, everything you put in that movie is under scrutiny. Feige and everybody under Feige to everybody above the director. Everybody is looking at it going, can we change that? Can we reshoot that? Can we do something better about that one? Can we alter that scene? Can we bring Robert Downey back so that he can reshoot that one word and then let him just do it all over? So then you're talking about you having all the freedom that you want. You making the movie you want to make is made exactly how you want to make it.
There's no Disney standard.
And you still fucking whining about it. So which is the winning? Where do you win?
And he just opened the floodgates for all these not as successful people as him to talk about it.
So
like all these losers now, you know what I mean, feel like, well, the big homie said so.
Right. So I don't know, dude. I just don't find where the fight is, except for jealousy and petty.
Now, do you think the jealousy is with Marvel itself, or is it with Disney, or is it with Kevin Feige?
I think the jealousy is with Marvel movies, because in the eyes of those old guys, they're not making art. What they're making is, like he said, a roller coaster. I don't give him anything away from what he's saying, except for the fact that, like I said last week, art itself is something that you make that gives an emotional reaction. And if your emotional reaction is to be angry that they're being made,
it was art.
It's art. So then I don't want to hear the argument that they're not art. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to hear the argument that there's no emotion in these movies. Because everybody cried at the end of the fucking last movie.
Love You 3000.
So and again, we've been hammering the same points, yet these motherfuckers will shut the fuck up. And they keep going on and doubling down on it.
He hasn't watched them. That's the crazy part. I think that's the craziest part. He hasn't watched them.
So then I don't even want to hear shit from this motherfucker anymore. Because nothing that he's saying is based on anything except what he feels is happening.
What he feels. He's assuming.
He's looking at numbers going up. He's looking at movies being in the top 10 highest grossing movies of all time. And then he's getting jealous probably because he made the movies that he's made. Taxi Driver, King of Comedy, help me out. Coppola made the Godfather trilogy.
Didn't he do Didn't he do Departed?
The Departed.
Which
But
was-
out of all of those movies,
Bro.
the Departed, which is a copy of another movie, was the one that won an Oscar, and that was because they owe him an Oscar. They were like, we kind of fucked up, we didn't give him one, so here, give him one for this one, and whatever, yeah, here, take it. So you mad? Obviously, there is a problem with you connecting with people somewhere, not necessarily the viewership, but people somewhere else. The people that the Academy or the business side of things, but he's made Casino. He made Goodfellas. Are you fucking kidding me? He made what's the one with the kid in the Bronx?
Bronx Tale?
A Bronx Tale. So then you shut up. You already made movies that they're forever.
And not for nothing, those movies have way more replay value than most Marvel movies.
So what do you? And I think that's where the anger is coming from. That he's made all these amazing movies, and nobody gives a shit about him in the Academy. They're not making money because they're rated R movies that cost you half of the money right there. Any rated, I mean, we're going to talk about this later, but the Joker already made more money than God as a rated R movie, and it's a comic book movie. So I can understand some sort of feeling, but if that's the truth, and the Joker made all the money in the world as an R-rated movie, your movie has a chance of looking really fucking good right now. It's probably going to be your highest grossing movie.
Yeah. And then the three giants you have, honestly, he should have saved this fight for after the Irishman. Honestly, because all of this is going to be none and void because that shit is going to destroy. It's going to, and I'm not talking about destroy Endgame.
No, but it's going to
destroy in its lane. It will be a whole 2 tiers ahead, bro.
Absolutely. So fine. Times have changed. The consumer market has changed. You keep making rated R movies. Only rated R people can go see it. Restricted movies are for 17 and over, 16 and over, whatever it is. That's who's going to see your movies. They're about gangsters. Some people don't want to see violence. Some people don't want to see the glorification of violence or violent people, which is what his movies are. Sorry, bro. I'm sorry. You're not making something that's consumable for everyone.
Like Marvel does.
Marvel makes it for
the biggest splash in the pond.
Right. And so calm down about the shit. Stay in your lane in which you're the master of your own destiny. In your lane. In your lane, you're fucking the guy that everybody sucks the dick off. Relax.
Chill. Stop being so scorned.
In any case.
Now, speaking about making the monies, right?
Uh-huh.
Do you think the Rise of Skywalker will break the record?
Yes.
Now, the top 3 grossing is The Force Awakening at $936 million for total gross, opening 245. The Last Jedi 620 gross, 220 opening. Rogue One 532 overall gross, 155 opening. Now, so you're saying that Skywalker will beat the 936 of total gross?
And I'm going to tell you why, and it'll be very simple. All of the movies that you've mentioned are the middle of the story. This is the end. Including Rogue One, even the Solo story, all falls in between the one big story that is being told between episode 1 and episode 9. So, yeah. I think this movie will break all of the Star Wars records. It will probably end up making... it's interesting...
Do you think it could beat Endgame? I mean, The Force Awakening is at 936. Just 70 million of...
70 million shy.
Yep, of $1 billion.
I don't know. And I don't know because... unfortunately for Star Wars, Avenger reached that the ending of a whole story is the same. It's the same subject, right? Within 10 years.
Yes.
So everybody's really close to, and you every year you keep going, and then you find the end, and then you're done. This movie started fucking 40 years ago, 41 actually. So does it really, can it really relate? I don't think so. The thing is, it's as generational as the Marvel movies, but there are little kids right now that don't like Star Wars, and there are adults that don't like Star Wars that have never seen it either. So, I think it loses on that front, but I think it's gonna make probably the most money any Star Wars movie has made.
So what's your guess? For gross and for opening. For gross.
For gross.
Remember, top is 936.
For Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
It's crossing $1 billion. It's crossing $1 billion.
I'm doing 1.1. I'm doing 1.02.
That's very specific, bro.
Yes.
You sound like a bookie, bro.
1.02.
What'd you give it for opening?
For opening, I give it 275 maybe. Honestly, I might even see like 3, yo.
Yeah. I'm thinking 3. I'm thinking it's gonna be showing on every fucking screen on a lot of movie theaters.
I mean, they're trying to shove it down our throats through football and stuff.
Well, so the thing was about showing it through football was that when the pre-sale was gonna start was then. But the pre-sale started before the trailer came out. So I think they did that so the internet wouldn't fucking break, because they keep breaking the internet every time they do shit like this. Having said that, Jesus Christ with this noise. That's my neighbors, man. Fucking. Anyways, I think that they're trying not to break the internet, but according to how the pre-sale is gonna go, you're gonna see how they're gonna keep opening more and more screens to see it. That's why I'm not even. I mean, my friends buying tickets, so we do this thing every Star Wars movie. We all go together, which is super fun. But I'm probably the week off. I'm gonna probably buy a ticket that weekend. Like when it comes out, and be like, let me see. I'll see it non 3D, non big. I watch it in a regular fucking screen.
It comes out Christmas, right?
It comes out in December, but I think I don't
it's
know.
not
Is
Christmas,
it Christmas?
Because I have mad days off in December, bro. So I could definitely catch a super early day.
Yeah.
Without my girlfriend. Hey, babe. And then go see it with her.
Let me see, because it might be the 22nd or something like that, or the 20th.
I hope it's the 20th.
Or the 19th or something like that. Let's see. Episode 9 release. I'm going.
I got 3 Fridays, and not including the week of December off.
Yeah, December 20th is the release date.
Nice.
So that's a Friday.
I got that day off.
It's the weekend before Christmas. All the kids are off that week leading up to, after that, so it's gonna be. As
soon as we're done with this, I'm getting my ticket.
It's gonna be fucking bananas. But like I said, I'm probably gonna go use my AMC stubs.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out AMC. And after that, I'm gonna see how I get into it. You know what I'm saying? Because after that, I'll see it with my friends, because I'm sure I'm gonna be able to watch it. I'm sure it's gonna be on every fucking screen, so I'm not stressed. And I'm going with my friends on opening day, so I'm not stressed. You know what I'm saying? It's just people are gonna go probably Thursday night into Friday to watch it, but I can do without. I can survive without seeing spoilers. I'm quite sure.
Avoid them, dodge them like the Matrix.
Yeah, just like that.
Like the Matrix and the Matrix movie.
Yeah.
Now, all right. So I have a little question. Get into like a little producer bag. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Boom. You got the Disney Plus app. They're telling you, all right, 6. We need 1 movie, 1 show, 1 limited series. What are you making? Star Wars.
Star Wars, 1 movie, 1 show, 1 limited series. Other than what they already got going.
Exactly.
Other than what was already being
this is you. Yeah.
Okay, so One movie I would do a young Lando movie.
Young Lando?
Because Lando, you can get away with putting him on the side, giving him one quick adventure, bringing Han Solo real quick, recast Han Solo so that we can get away from that. And it could be what Solo should have been. Then you can get away with it with doing it with Lando, young Lando. A miniseries, I would do Knights of the Republic. So I would do a miniseries with the beginnings of the Republic with the Jedi at the very beginning, hundreds and hundreds of years ago. And as a series, The Mandalorian is already there. I think as a series, I would do shit. Can't be Obi-Wan. You know what I would do? I would do a cartoon. No, because that already exists. I would have liked to have seen Obi-Wan and Anakin as regular Jedi, not just through the war, but their adventures. And maybe that could be like an animated series, you know? Bring back a cartoon of some sort that you can watch. I mean, I don't know that sounds that great, but on the spot like this, like you just put me, I think that's what I would go with. I might switch the miniseries to be Obi-Wan and then the continuous series to be Knights of the Old Republic, so that you can see the growth of the Republic very slowly. So you give it like 5-6 seasons and you can see it grow, you know? What would you do?
For the movie, I'm doing Yoda.
Okay.
Definitely have to do Yoda.
Young Yoda?
Young Yoda.
Like
bro.
fucking and shit? Smoking pot?
Yeah, like young Yoda before the first wrinkle.
Yeah. Before the sideburns. Exactly. He got big old sideburns, but is he smoking pot and like fucking other Yoda, like female Yoda?
He's trying to find a way, man. I don't think Yoda was so wise all the time. You know what I'm saying?
But he seems like he's a guy, like he's a wisecracker as an old man, so he seems like a guy that have fun. Mm-hmm. He definitely drank.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
He definitely drank. Mm-hmm. For sure.
Like that. Come on.
Yeah, yeah.
What?
But Obi-Wan also drank. You know, and that's the Obi-Wan, the older Obi-Wan was even more stoic than older Jedi. Older Yoda. Yoda was like a prankster.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Laugh,
like he tried to fuck with you. So you know that motherfucker be out there trying to get pussy. You know he is. Okay.
No,
but is it going to be like a set? See, this is what I want to see if you're going to do Young Yoda. Like a 70s cop show. Like legit with like bad 70s like black exploitation. With the sideburns.
Yoda don't take no shit. Yoda, pity your food.
Okay, what's your series?
My show, I would do Old Republic.
As a long going or
as a mini? As a long going.
Yeah, I think that makes perfect sense.
And as the mini, I would do battles that led to, like, you know when they speak about like that one time Jedi or that one time Sith, and damn, if he would have not died in this battle, you feel what I'm saying? So not what ifs, just when they died.
So you're gonna do or like great feats.
Yes, exactly.
Great feats of like,
so it would be a very old Jedi spirit speaking, because you know how the Jedi spirit never really dies, and an old Sith spirit talking about, well, this is when this person joined our force, and you know what I mean?
What happened, and this was great.
Or even themselves narrating it, like, yo, this is when I got killed, and joined the force, and joined the beyond.
Right. That sounds interesting.
Real quick, you know. So it's always. Because there you can test what stories people really liked, and you could just.
But I feel like I know this is not a competition, but I'm gonna make it a competition now. But this is why I feel my Lando movie wins, because we haven't ever seen. Now the Mandalorian is doing that, like the dirty side of Star Wars. But I wanted to see a more sophisticated dirty side from guys that we know. So like I wanted to see like a Lando movie where they doing a heist, they're trying to steal some shit, and I think that would be fantastic. And you can put Yoda in that miniseries you just said.
What if there was a show, one season Lando, one season something Old Republic?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose so, but I don't think a one season Lando works. Because I also don't think a one season Han Solo works. Because you don't want to deconstruct those characters too much.
Yeah, you don't want to.
You want to just keep them as they are and
as
have them do an adventure.
Yeah,
Just have an adventure.
Yeah, I understand.
Where you can just get away with like, hey, he does the Lando shit, Han does the hand thing, and Chewie's there, being Chewie, and then you get away with that. I think I also think you get away with changing you get away with changing what's it called? See, I have this idea. Listen to me, Disney. I have this idea. There's a guy that looks just like Harrison Ford, right? That made that movie. Remember we talked about that back when that movie was coming out?
Yeah.
So I think they went a right way hiring somebody that doesn't look like Harrison Ford. But then when I saw it, I just felt like, well, he did a great job given that he doesn't look like Harrison Ford. He made it his own. But that guy that looks like Harrison Ford, I had this idea that for the next Star Wars movie, because he got signed to 3 Star Wars movies. He only did the one, right? Because nobody liked Solo. But I had this idea that he goes to steal something. And he goes to a physical transformation so he can get away with stealing it. Because Han Solo is too well known. So that his physique changes. And then when he gets back to get it fixed, the only person that can do it is dead. And he's stuck looking like Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford.
But I mean, Harrison Ford's not a bad looking guy, so I mean, nobody's crying over here. But you want to look like you, so now you end up looking like Harrison Ford, and now you're the new Han Solo, and you can do that in this made in my brain. That's never gonna happen.
Nip Tuck Star Wars edition.
Star Wars Nip Tuck.
All right, now let's get to some blitzing, man.
Yeah, let's blitz him.
All right. So let's blitz. Winds of Winter delayed.
Look.
Shocker.
I think he's looking to die.
Yeah, I think he doesn't want to write that shit anymore.
I think he don't want
to write this shit no more.
He's been going off in tantrums, doing shit, and now he's in a corner. And he has a lot of book to write to get out of those corners. You know what I'm saying? And I think he's in a place where he's like, ugh. So he should hire a ghostwriter.
I'm in a place where I'm like, ugh.
Hire a ghostwriter, my nigga, and get it done. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you two stuck.
Get it out. Get her done. Get her done. That's what. Hey, JJJJJRRRR, Martin. Get her done.
Okay.
Gemini Man to lose $75 million.
Well, once again, as you and I said, ain't nobody want to see Will Smith, young and old Will Smith.
Bro, let me tell you, I don't give a fuck how much money they lose. Who got fired? I want to know who got fired. Somebody needs to get fired over that film.
You know what I was thinking about? What I thought about last week after we recorded? You know what that technology is going to be good for? Because you were like, what good is that technology for? And I said flashbacks, flash forwards. You make a movie like Highlander, where a motherfucker's supposed to be the exact same age forever. And then he can make 4 movies in 10 years. And you keep de-aging him and de-aging him and de-aging him. And he always is going to look the same.
Tom Holland and Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Joker, highest rated R movie ever.
Okay. I don't care. Do you care?
Doesn't make me want to go see it anymore or any less. You know what I'm saying? I still want to go see it.
I've seen it once and I was good with it.
Yeah?
I'll
go see it this weekend.
You gonna see it again? Just because?
Mandalorian, great reviews. And season 2 is already filming.
So those reviews are really great.
Yep.
Well,
I mean, it's so good that they didn't even wait for the reviews. They knew that we had some shit. Nah, this is hot. Bring it back. I don't care what anyone. Bring it back.
Good. I mean, I'm excited for it already, so I don't care. I just hope this doesn't tarnish my feelings on it. Like I'm gonna be like expecting, you know, the Irishman of Star Wars movies. See what I did there?
Like that. Mandalorian to be released on a weekly basis is not going to be all one drop.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's a schedule. Yep.
I love it.
Ghostbusters 2020. Done wrap.
Don't rap.
You must be afraid of my marshmallow foes. This big punk just turned all you bitches to toes. Whole wall. Who's down?
Yeah, he wrapped shooting. Good. He's on speed. He's on his way. The only question that I have, because I didn't know if did Bill Murray ever come back for it?
Maybe they keep it in the wraps.
Okay.
Speaking of things not on track, John Cho hurt on set. Cowboy Bebop delayed. And remember, we were bitching about we ain't hear nothing. And it's crazy. The only thing we hear is that, yeah, it's not on time.
So they put out like a little video. Netflix is really cute, of like a it looks like a kid walking into a place, but he ends up being the dog that's playing Einstein, which is a corgi, which is the kind of dog that he is. And I was just like, fuck this show. Like that just made, but the music was great on the teaser. So it made me feel comfortable, like, ooh, they got something right. It's the music.
Yeah, because the music was amazing.
Right.
Like when they would move, when they, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like it had like that jazzy feeling that they always use on that. But other than that, man, I saw that cast and I was like, why is he Spike? That's the first and only thing that I said. Why is he Spike?
Tarantino will not be editing his movie for China.
China can suck a big old dick.
He said, it made the monies it needed to made.
Goodbye.
That's all.
That's all I'm gonna say today. Yeah. It's his highest grossing movie too, right?
Yeah.
His personal highest grossing movie. What the fuck? Yeah, having China would have made him a ton more money. But why am I gonna sacrifice my art for money?
Nope.
Like he's good.
Because y'all censoring all that stuff.
Because you got touchy about Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee was an arrogant fuck. Everybody has said it forever. Get over it.
Possible Black Widow universe trilogy. Dike.
So she said, Johansson said, right? Like, it's a franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to watch them all, or I'm going to watch the one. Whichever way you go with it, I'm good. Just put it out already. I don't care.
You have a bigger chance of me watching it on it being released on Disney Plus than you trying to beat me over the head with non-powerless ass Scarlett Johansson agent. I'm good. I can't do a Black Widow movie.
But you crazy, bro. It's like Batman. Batman is the only motherfucker with no powers that everybody's scared of, right? You don't care.
I don't care about this one movie they're doing. Imagine they get 3?
I watched 7 movies. Any Scarlett Johansson in tight leather, bro?
Nah, I'm good. Scarlett Johansson's bodyguard.
Yeah, I don't.
Body double.
Actually, I'm not that into Scarlett Johansson. So, but, and I'm sorry, because that was really fucking misogynistic. But I love her character. I love how she plays Black Widow. I love the Black Widow character on the movies. I think they can do legit, like if they do it like the second Captain America, the Winter Soldier one, where it's very specifically a spy movie, and you have her running around, you bring in Captain America every once in one of them. Come on, bro.
Not 3. I was here for the 1. I'm like, okay, whatever. I can't do 3. No.
Until you watch all 3 of them.
Now,
because you're talking all that shit, but I'm gonna see you in the movie theater watching all 3 of them.
Now, speaking of shit people can't do, obviously DC can't keep people in the same role. Jonah Hill is out as Riddler, and Paul Dano, who was from There Will Be Blood.
Yeah, he's a little creepy
Yeah,
kid.
he's in.
He's
Which
fantastic.
I'm not mad at.
Fantastic.
I'm just mad at all of
And-
these names being flopped and this person and this person here. And
I'm glad that they're saving Jonah Hill, hopefully. That I didn't read this or hear this anywhere, but hopefully to play the Penguin. Because that would be fantastic.
I heard they almost had Seth Rogen.
Playing the Penguin?
Yeah.
I don't care, whichever one of those two guys. I just don't want 7 bad guys in this movie. You know, and there's already 2. Because there's Catwoman and there's the Riddler.
Well, the Catwoman teeters that line. She's like, helpful bad guy.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of long shit, like DC's long ass replacement, he was here. Like their drawing board must have so many X's and scratches out and all of that. And most movies do. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Their shit is just always public.
I mean, and remember, this is a lot of money put into a property. That's why there's so much control on it. That's why what we were saying before.
I mean, a lot of it's writing on it. Not for nothing. And I have no information. This is just me throwing. I am under the belief Batman flops and DC is going to sell its ass like its movie rights. They're just gonna go like this, go to different studios because
never.
They should.
Never, because Warner Brother owns DC. It will never go to another studio.
God, DC, you suck. You guys make some of the best cartoons ever. Because even like the Young Justice and all of that stuff, that shit is great.
But it used to be that they make the best movies. Now they make the best television, so it's fine, dude. Like they make the money. Like I'm just angry that they don't make everything into a TV show and then process that into a movie. Because what they want is to have people go watch. You know what I'm saying? Like whoever watches the TV show, you want the movie to be broader than that, so that you don't want to be stuck with like, hey, you got to watch 7 seasons of Arrow to understand who Arrow is. You know what I'm saying? But they need to lose the reign. Look at how well Joker did, because they lost the rails and they were like, look, make your movie, make it cheap. You got a cheap movie, go make that movie. They really fell in love with that Nolan verse of Batman, that super gritty, super realistic Batman, and they wanted to push that to shit that doesn't make sense, like Superman. Superman doesn't fall in that realistic shit. Because
you know why? Because realistically, if Superman punched the shit out of you, it would be dead.
And also because he's a god, so it doesn't make sense for him to be in a realistic setting. You know what I'm saying? Unless you power him down. If you make him just...
Or you Brightburn him.
Which is what would happen.
Or you Homelander him.
Yeah, or Superman not Red Son. The Red Son. Like if you do something with him that is more realistically what would happen, even if you came from the best parents in the universe, you will be corrupted. But the point is that the Nolan verse Batman worked so well because for the first 2 at least, the third one, with the nuclear bomb and all that shit, too much. But the first 2, he was a cop that happened to wear a mask and have money to drive a tank.
And now, speaking of Batman, Robert Pattinson's Batman is supposed to be a little psychotic, a little bit teetering on that more. So
he's somebody. The New York Times was like, "Hey, you say you don't play superheroes, but you're playing a superhero," and he said, "No, he's not really a superhero. He's a guy that sees the world very skewed. There's right and there's wrong, and that's the end of that." And then he was saying on his own that he doesn't like to play superheroes because they're too pure. So he needed something to have an edge because that's why he can play very well. And I think Batman is psychotic, dude.
He's
I mean,
very
I don't
edgy as a vampire.
This motherfucker catches you stealing a purse, and he doesn't come down and say, number one, he doesn't come down as a rich guy and say, let's put money into the ghettos and fix him. What he does is
beat you up like you stole $1 million, or if you raped a kid.
Right. He's gonna dress like a fucking bat and beat the fuck out of you and be like, tell your friends, don't be fucking around in the streets. He's like, bro, he is fucked up. I don't care. I mean, Batman is just fucked up. So, I like it. He also said that the bat suit is going to be something to behold. That is fantastic.
Let's see. 3.5 hour runtime on The Irishman. You can tell he made that shit for streaming services.
Yeah, that shit going to be watching it 4 days. I'm going to watch an hour a day like a miniseries. You know, and then he's over here talking about these movies and this and that. Fuck, come on.
Last but not least, Patton Oswalt to The Boys, season 2.
Patton Oswalt got a part in The Boys as a secret part, or you know, like they're not discussing who he's playing. But Patton Oswalt is the patron saint of geeks. Before anybody was a geek, he was King Geek.
And wore it well.
And I'm very happy. I wish he would play the Penguin, actually, more than all those other two guys. I think he would be a fantastic Penguin. As long as they make him creepy and like fucked up in the head. Because he can play it with levity, like he could be funny, or he could be the guy that's fucked up in the head. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I digress. I'm happy for that. I'm very happy to see. Every time I see Patton Oswalt, I get happy. If you see Mystery Science Theater 3000, he's in the new version that's on Netflix. He's the bad guy sending the movies. I just love the man. And anybody that loves Patton Oswalt probably loves The Boys. And anybody that loves The Boys and loves Patton Oswalt is happy that he's in season 2. You know?
Any final thoughts, sir?
Yeah, I was reading today a little bit about Dune 2020 because it's almost the end of 2019 and we ain't seen nothing about Dune for 2020. Which means probably tomorrow a fucking trailer is going to drop. I'm going to have to edit it in. But the guy that's playing Paul Atreides, I forget his name. He's going to be the main character. He's going to play the main character. Was saying that this movie, that he was happy to be making the movie, not only because he had expectations for it because he read the script and it looked good, but because it's a piece of art. So it's not only that he's like, I'm excited for it because it's going to make money, but also because it's fantastic. And as excited as that makes me, until I see at least a frame, until I see at least the suits, I'm not excited. Because I don't know what this looks like. So I can imagine whatever I want, but I'm not seeing anything. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. That's my final thought. Let's see some more of that shit.
Dolomite comes out the 25th or the 24th.
Dolomite is my name and fucking up motherfuckers is my game.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that shit.
That's in a few days, man.
Yes,
Isn't
sir.
it out in the movie
It's
theater?
out in the movie theaters, but it's a Netflix. It's a Netflix thing.
I know. Is it out in movie theaters or was it out? Like,
No,
was
it's still
out.
I think it's still out, but it's I think this week. That's it. I think it's gone. I think it should be gone because this week is coming out on Netflix.
Right.
And you wouldn't want to pay for those theaters, you know, because you have to pay for that. You know what I mean?
I was thinking, I was cleaning this weekend and I put on some hip hop to clean. And Snoop Dogg says, fuck, I just lost the line.
Pimpin' hoes and clocking a grip like my name was Dolomite. Yeah.
So, and I started laughing because I was like, God damn, Dolomite being in our lives.
That's why I'm so excited.
Since the 70s, obviously, because Dolomite really existed.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if you weren't able to watch those movies, which
I wasn't able.
Right, a lot of people are not in those blaxploitation.
And not even they're hard to find though.
Yeah,
they're
the blaxploitation. Like you have to go. I knew a place that was in Manhattan on 44th and 8th. It was around the corner, and they used to be on a basement. And down there, they used to sell a lot of blaxploitation. A lot. Like, and it was like bootleg DVDs and shit like that. And it was like legit cassettes. Like, hey, some cassettes, and they transfer them to DVDs and sell them to you. And a lot of my kung fu flicks came from there, and a lot of my blaxploitation films came from there. But I don't know. Like, I don't know where you would even find all of them.
Me neither, honestly.
So
to be completely honest,
it's good that they're coming out with some sort of version that you can watch and be like, oh yeah,
you pay homage and all of that.
Yeah, man. Also, there is a TV show on Netflix that had a trailer for it today. That's kind of like Black Mirror-ish, and it's called
Creep Out.
Huh?
Creep Out, something like that.
No, no, it's called The Feed.
Oh yeah. Oh, I seen yes.
And it's on Amazon Prime. It's not on Netflix.
Yes,
it's on Amazon
yes.
Prime. But it's one story, right? It's not like a collection of stories. It's one story about how the net, like the social media shit, blowing out of water, and it looked really fucking good. So I hope the show is good. A little teaser for next week. We will be reviewing
and talking Watchmen.
That was gonna be our main subject. We're gonna do episodes 1 and 2 together, so we can do it kind of like a movie. And you guys can catch up if you want to watch with us. You can catch up, and you won't be surprised next week when like this week we would have surprised you. Be like, let's talk episode 1. Spoilers, bitch. So like next week, you know, we're watching episodes 1 and 2, and we're doing episodes 1 and 2 as one big chunk. There's a lot of fun shit in it. I would suggest watch the movie first because you will be a little bit lost.
First, because the movie in a while.
Because the movie and the comic book take place in the 80s and this takes place in 2019. So it takes place in 2019. So it's a lot of fucking time in between. And there's shit that pops up that's from that original story that you will be like, what? If you know what it is. And if you don't, you'll be like, what's the fuck? Like my girlfriend was watching, Stephanie was watching with me, and she was just like, what is this? Like, what is it? And I'm like, bro, it's from the Night Owl. And she's like, oh, okay. So what's the Night Owl? It's like they're Batman. Okay. So is it Batman? No! It's the Night Owl! So
yeah.
We'll see you next week, man. Hit like, hit subscribe, share.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell a friend to 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 tell a friend. And we'll see you. So we just saw
the trailer we were waiting for.
The last trailer that we were waiting for.
All night.
First reactions.
A lot of misdirection.
You think so?
Yeah, man.
Number one, Ray's running in every fucking trailer. She's running from somebody for something.
Running from herself.
And they really talking about it like she's the bad guy, huh?
Really,
like really fucking hammering that shit in.
Yeah.
Like, people think they know me, they don't know me. I'm a motherfucker. I'm a dude.
Ray Charles Raymond.
Very visually fucking fantastic. I think it's the most visually fun.
Very sentimentally though. Very endy. Very like a lot of like
this is like let's close these books over here. That shot of Kylo Ren and her fucking swinging the lightsaber together.
Misdirection.
I don't know, bro. Rilo. I'm a big Rilo fan, B. Let's go, Rilo.
Double R.
Looks good. It looks more hopeful than the last one, but it seems heavy.
To be honest with you,
yeah,
I like the last one better.
Trailer?
Yeah, the last trailer better.
Than this?
Yeah, this one felt Disney-ish.
Get the fuck out of here.
This one felt
you talking
cookie cutter.
shit. get the fuck out of here.
Like I was watching and I was just like, all this hugging and all this running, and I'm just like, y'all not telling us nothing. Y'all still not telling us nothing.
That's the point. Get you excited to watch it and don't tell you shit so that you get surprised when you see it.
But I just didn't. I didn't like all the emotional, the huggingness. But I understand it. And then CP3 saying, you know, I'm looking at my friends for one last time. It's
A little bit on the nose.
Yeah, it's a little bit like it's too closey. You know what I'm saying? Like
It's a little on the nose, but that shit looks sexy, bro.
there was 2 videos there too, so hopefully it was only enough.
I got you. That was sexy.
No, I enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong. I didn't. It wasn't a bad trailer. It just looked very like. Yeah, they didn't trick me. Like my needle is already on 10. It's not on 11. Yeah, I didn't do anything with this
That put
trailer.
me on 15, bro.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyways.
Too much misdirection, man. Y'all not telling me nothing.
Now we're really out. Trailer look good.
Enjoy
Go
it.
watch it. Goodbye.
That's the end of the video, and bye. Don't forget to subscribe. That's it.